So, this is a video I've been wanting to do for a while, but I haven't really thought about how to get it out there. Well, I've had some thoughts and I've narrowed it down a bit, and hopefully this should be fairly understandable for all of you watching. So, first of all, So when you do artist research, you may be looking on Pinterest or another social media platform, maybe a specific website due to a specific artist, or you're looking for a very unique style that you want to fit into your sort of art media. And what is very, very important is that you don't copy someone else's work. I mean, if you're doing experiments and you're trying to figure out the style, then go ahead and do like proper research for it. But if you're just going to do a singular piece, then don't copy their work. It's just like in writing, it's plagiarism, which is essentially copying someone else's work. Now, the one thing I will say that's quite easy to do with artist research and things like that is to actually pick out certain bits of certain drawings. They don't all have to be on the same artist, they could be on different pages, different styles, and then sort of combining those together into sort of conceptual idea, probably with some of your own sort of drawings as well, and that's how you can essentially create a better piece of artwork. Also, it's really, really fun to try and put your own twist on the bits that you've got with you, because it really shows your unique drive to do art. Number 2. So, life drawing is, well, exactly as it sounds. It's going out or just staying in and finding stuff around you, whether it be 2D or 3D or people. Could be massive buildings, could be the tiniest things. But it's all about drawing things from life. What do they look like to you? What's your perspective on them? And how can you use different mediums to portray them? So it's really, really useful in learning perspectives and dimensions and all that just practice for drawing in general. And I personally have found it really, really useful over the last couple of years. Number 3. So imaginative perspective is somewhat of a side piece to live drawing. It's roughly the same thing, but instead of keeping the things you're drawing exactly as they are, what you've got to do here is to use your drive and intuition for art to change them into, well, whatever you can see that thing being. So for me, it's generally fantasy and creatures and monsters, but for other people it might be tech or surrealism, but that's kind of the general gist of it. And I've got a couple examples here, as you can see. Now, you don't have to add colour, I just do to make it pop, make it show a bit more, give it a bit more meaning. And this is a really, really good way of sort of developing your skills within smaller and more simple little artworks. Number 4. So this, again, somewhat ties to life drawing, but it also has its own sort of area. So you can probably see what I mean by it, but drawing via a mood or a theme is kind of drawing, well, whatever you want really to do with that mood or theme. So for me in Figuli, I mainly drew figures according to where I was. Maybe it would be a day at the beach, or playing golf, or in the pool, or it could be sort of the emotive state that you're in right now, or, well, you can choose whatever you want to be, but it really does help to have a balance of both positive and negative emotions. And finally, the 5th, and probably my favourite. So recently I've been watching Sherlock again on Netflix, and one thing I've noticed that comes up quite a lot is the Mind Palace, and I think this actually quite closely relates to memory recall. A Mind Palace is essentially somewhere you can go inside your head and you can pick out pictures or words or files and just study them and have them ready in your minds for a certain occasion that you might be in. And this idea somewhat works for me, especially when I'm drawing figures. Something else I often use is a thing called photographic memory, which is essentially where you can remember something exactly as it is. Alongside this, I can also somewhat step outside my body in memories. It's really weird, don't quite know how it works, but it's how I get all the different angles of my figures and objects and subjects in my drawings from memory recall. So sometimes this is also drawing without reference, and there's at least one guy I know who can do this. I'm guessing he uses memory recall. However, the main way this sort of works is you learn something and then you practice it over and over, and then sometime later you use your memory to recall to access it again. But sometimes you end up subconsciously changing it and putting your own twist on it, which again proves your own style, drive and intuition for art. But other than that, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, show support, and also leave a comment or any feedback, as it is widely appreciated on the channel. Oh, and just one last thing. Goodbye. Also, hopefully this was really helpful for some of you. And just remember, this isn't just for drawing, this can apply to any medium of art, whatever your style is. Also, I should be doing some more arty videos soon, and actually did this the other day, so I'm quite excited to explore this style of drawing in Alien August, where you should see some more horrifying yet puzzling artworks. But that's all for now. Hopefully I'll see you next time, and goodbye.